don't even know where to start. I had made a video earlier and does socialism work? Begin your survey now. The fuck? Who sent me this? It has to be Joe Biden and them. Damn. Some people, you know, not to get into too many details, some people are unappreciative of shit other people do for them. And my brother, he's laying on the couch. I hope he doesn't think I'm talking about him. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about something else. This guy, he appreciates it. I like this guy. He buys me drinks at the bar. He's cool. Yeah, really, I don't even know where to start. Camera, stop. Stop, camera. Stop. Stop. Because I got this fucking AI Coco camera like a month ago. And shit. I got two of them, actually. And they're pretty cool. But for some reason, it starts to just like tracking you and shit while you're like fucking working. And so, I mean, fuck it. Fuck it. I'm not getting fucking my deposit. I'm not fucking getting my deposit back. Talk about my fucking deposit. So my fucking heating system wasn't working for like about, I don't know, for some reason I live in this area and it just randomly started getting cold, which it usually doesn't get cold around the time. But it was like fucking 20 degrees. My heating system wasn't working. Luckily, I work at night, so they got heat at my job and shit. So I wasn't here all night. So when I come back in the morning, the temperature inside my apartment is like 50 degrees. Like, bro, how am I supposed to go to sleep? The temperature is 50 fucking degrees. So I called the people, called them one time. They come fix it. It worked for like 2 hours. As soon as, I don't know if anybody knows how this shit works, but if your temperature is 50 degrees and you set it to 72, once it matches, it's gonna match each other and then the heat will cut off. So once my temperature was matching, it'll cut off, but it wouldn't cut back on when the temperature starts dropping. So I had to call them back the next day. I had to call them back again and call them back again. The lady eventually, she hangs up on me. She tells me, so she hangs up. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. She hung up. Let me call back. Maybe the phone disconnected or something. She calls back. I call her back. Or whatnot. And then, boom, she's like, yeah, I hung up on you because you're acting like a smart ass. I told you not to cut it off. I'm like, I never fucking cut it off. What would make you think that it's 24 fucking degrees outside and I'm gonna cut this shit the fuck off? All right, whatever. They eventually came and fixed it. Oh, and that situation, when I called her back, I made her laugh a little bit. She was like, no, I'm just having a long day. I'm sorry. You're one of our favorite tenants. You always pay your fucking rent on time. Blasey, blasey, blah. Yeah, whatever. I'm the one that pays the most out of all the fucking apartments. Everybody else pays way less more money than me. That's cool. Whatever. I mean, I moved in after everybody else when the rent was like this. You see how you can't see it through the video? The rent was like this, and everybody was paying when it was like this. Whatever. I love my fucking apartment. I love, like, where I stay at. It's quiet. There's a bunch of dingy-ass cats, though, for some reason. I don't really much appreciate the dingy-ass cats. I got 2 dingy-ass cats here already. Which, actually, I don't know where the fuck they went. But whatever, they probably laying on my bed. Or whatnot. I'm gonna have to fucking change the sheets. It's gonna be full of fucking hair. But, so yeah, I was going through that. And then, if I'm not mistaken, what was I mad about? There was something I was mad about like a few days ago. And shit, it was like, yo, don't insult my intelligence. Like, ask me what I know before. Oh, it was somebody at work. Like, they were trying to just insult my intelligence. And I was just like, yo, dude, Before you try to insult my fucking intelligence, how about you ask me what I do know, and then you could insult me on what I don't know. But they didn't do that. They were just trying to all the way completely insult me, not knowing that I'm actually pretty. Nah, I'm not that smart. I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm a liar. But I mean, don't insult people. Don't insult people's intelligence. It's not cool. And in the other video that I actually made before I started making this one, like, what is it like? Because I'm watching this thing on the internet, and we're watching it over the internet, but it's really happening somewhere on Earth. It really is. What is this thing about people beefing about people's beliefs or the color of their skin or where they're from? Like, what is it about race, ethnicity, and religion? Like, what type of manipulation is this? That people really, I personally just don't get it. I couldn't be manipulated to that deep. Like, I like Christians, I like Jews, I like Muslims. I have friends of all fucking colors and LGBTQ, whatever the fuck they are. I have friends of all sorts. I can't in my mind fathom why to be upset with someone because of the color of their skin or where they're from. I thought we were all from Earth. I thought we were all human beings, because at the end of the day, that's what I see. And a lot of people, they try to get at me. Oh, so you don't see it? So you don't see it? See what? My grandfather was black. Yeah, he spoke Spanish, but he was of the black race. He was obviously darker than everybody else in my fucking family. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, like, I have family members that are not from the same ethnicity as me. They were not from the same place. They weren't born here. Or at least their ancestors weren't born where my ancestors were born at. I have no fucking problem with this. Like, I just don't get it, and how people still fall for this bullshit. And how people are still falling for this bullshit and don't get the fucking point. Like, how don't you not get the point? How don't you not understand that this is manipulation to its finest? They're trying to manipulate us to continue to fight while they're behind our backs, digging in our asses, taking all the gold out. The goal of what our ancestors did. Or whatever. I mean, maybe some people have ancestors who were criminals, like Italian people, like they're known for being mobsters. Dominican people are known for, I don't know, banana boats. I'm Dominican, by the way. I don't know. I'm just saying, I'm just talking on my ass. I'm just making shit up now. But like, I just don't see it. I just don't see why we all have to continue arguing about this minuscule thing. Like, is that the right word? Let me look it up. Let's look up the word minuscule. Does anybody know how to spell that? I know how to spell it. Let me look it up. Minuscule. Minuscule, extremely small, tiny. A minuscule fragment of DNA. That was their explanation for it. Like, something so tiny, like, bro, like, we're arguing about someone's DNA, something that we cannot manipulate, but we're gonna argue about something that's unmanipulatable. Is that a word? Is that a word? Is that a word? I don't think that's a word. I'm trying to stop the camera, but it's not working. Whatever. But I just don't see it. Like, gang members fight over colors. I was in a gang once. Actually, I think I'm still part of a gang. I'm not even sure. Whatever. But like they like, how does this work? How can we keep on falling for the same trick century after century after century? But I get it because it's the rich people, the elite, the people. Because what I learned from a podcast I was watching a few weeks back is that really the people, well, I didn't learn this from the podcast, but it enlightened me further, it enlightened me deeper into the situation, is that really the basis of any country is based on those who own ground, who own the land, and that's why they fight for it. So if those people who own land within that country feel like another group of people are maliciously attacking them, they manipulate their own people, because this is what's happening, right? Because it's like, I feel like the United States feels threatened by other people, like maybe Russians, Chinese, Iranians, and stuff like that. They feel threatened that the Iranians and the Chinese and the Muslims are owning more land than Americans, so they make the Americans, like, I'm not gonna get into that. Just look it up. Look it up. What I do want to tell you is Andrew Bustamante, Concrete Podcast. He has many of them with Julian and Johnny. I think his name is Johnny or something. Just look up Concrete Podcast. It's spelled with a K, and watch those. And he has a better explanation of it because I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart of a person to explain it, but I get what he's saying. And it's just like, are we gonna continue to go through this? Like, shouldn't we just leave? No, we're not gonna leave. We're not gonna leave. If anything, everybody else should leave, and whatever Native Americans are left, they should reproduce and take their land back. But that's something just me, I think about. Are we just gonna continue to live through this? Like, just let them manipulate us into fucking hurting each other and not living a good life? I don't think we should. And I don't think we should get involved in anything happening overseas. Like, if the Russian people want to attack the Ukrainians, we can help to the extent where we take, the civilians and stuff. But I don't think we should arm them. Like, I don't think we should get involved in a holy war in Gaza and Israel. I don't think we should get involved in that. What those people did was a terrorist attack, clearly. But everybody in Gaza is not a terrorist. There's kids there. There's kids in Israel that them people killed, And I mean, this is just what I think. I really personally don't know. I've been researching it to the best of my ability. Like I said, I'm not that smart. I drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. Sometimes I do drugs. I'm not that smart. But I do have an opinion, and I think my opinion counts. And I think my opinion stands for a lot of other people. At least I hope. And it's just all manipulation so that those that are in power could continue to have power. And I don't know where this video will take y'all or what y'all want to research after it. It's just, I'll tell you a story from like 20 minutes ago. I have a friend of mine. He's on Twitter and he's reading stuff and he's like, Pablo Picasso died in 2005. I'm like, no, he did not. Pablo Picasso was born in 1881. What? There's no possible way he died in 2005. Or like, it is just like, wow, people will believe anything that they see on Twitter, anything that goes on the internet just so happens to be true. And it's just like, no, it's not. Don't take their word for it. It's not real. It's not real. Just do your own research, form your own opinion, make your own analysis. Like, you got me? Me personally, I use my phone a lot. I read a lot. I do a lot of research. I watch a lot of like stuff and interviews and stuff like that because I like to listen to what other people have to say. And that's where you should start, listening to what other people have to say. And of course, don't drink beer or do drugs or smoke cigarettes. It's not good for you. But it helps me out throughout my day. I live a long life. I struggle a lot. A lot of the times I'm poor. I've been poor. I think I was born poor. There was one time where I had a lot of money. I'm not going to tell you how I got the money, but I had a lot of money and I had fun. Recently, you know, I've had a lot of money. Had a nice amount of hours of fun. But I don't know. I personally wouldn't be able to tell you how to live your life or what to do, but my advice to you, the crowd, and anybody who watches this is just listen before you speak. That has always helped me out. When I didn't listen before I spoke, I've gotten myself in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. A lot. I told a story before in one of my previous videos about how much I'm not gonna do the DJ Vlad and keep on talking about the fucking home invasion because I've been watching DJ Vlad and everybody's like, damn, DJ Vlad just keeps on bringing up this home invasion shit. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep on repeating the same story and shit. I like to bring you guys fresh information and, you know, just how my life's been going. And maybe your life's been going the same way, and maybe my advice will help you. Don't drink. It's not good. I forget a lot of the times after I drink what the fuck happened. I like to play pool, and whenever I start to get too drunk, I forfeit the fucking matches. So yeah, don't drink because you forfeit doing things that you actually like to do. Like I like having sex, and a lot of times I'm way too drunk and I can't do that while I'm drunk. So yeah. I mean, it's your boy Ausareone, aka Smack DBOso, aka Osari DiBiase, the $1 million boy. And if you see me walking down the street, cross to the other side. We smacking koofies all motherfucking year round. Rest in peace, Yick, my nephew, who I lost on July 1st. Unfortunately, I was one of the last people to see him. And that hurts, you know? Had I heard where he was going, I would have not let him go on. But he went either way. That's unfortunate, you know? It's just pay attention to people. Pay attention to how people feel, how people are looking and stuff. Because you don't know when if they'll ever come back. So take that into consideration. I love you guys, man. Whoever watched this, I appreciate it. Give it a like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever. However people say it on YouTube. I'm not going to do all that. It's for what it's worth, man. I don't know what episode this is, but it is. I check you guys out next time. Dennis Stevens, Ausareone. Peace. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cut this part out.